Watch Release Roundup! Let's go! I'm Watch Yourself George. Here's me, Jorge. This is our new thing where, honestly, there wasn't any big one release we want to talk about this week, but there was lots of little ones that we want to talk about. So, let's get into it. Number one, I think this was really, really cool. Zodiac had a team up with Worn and Wound, and it's for a laser tag, like Laser Quest type inspired thing. It's really, really cool. Zodiac is actually such a cool brand. It's like a 90s inspired collaboration, and they're part of the Super Seawolf line. And unfortunately, as with a lot of the watches we're going to be talking about today, they are, what are they, Terry?
Limited edition.
They're limited edition. Sad, 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 sad. They come in two colours, ultraviolet and infrared. 40mm stainless steel case with grey DLC, and they measure 13.6mm thick and have a 49mm lug to lug. What was that, Terry?
Price?
Price? Good question. So, this watch, first of all, is limited per colour. 282 pieces. It's a number. 282 pieces per colour is what it's limited to. And the price is $1,595. No idea about pounds or civilised money. But it'll be shipping in early November. So, cool. Really cool watch. What do we think of that one, Terry?
It's fun.
It is fun. It looks like...
Don't like the strap.
Yeah, but with that colour palette, it looks like... And like the ultraviolet, it looks like a combination of something the killer from Seven, John Doe, and the Zodiac killer would write on a wall. Because, you know, John Doe liked to use ultraviolet light.
Did the Zodiac killer write on any walls?
No, but it's the Zodiac watch. Yeah.
It's what after the animal.
Yeah. Richard Mille is making cool women's watches. They're sort of funky coloured. We've got a lot of funky coloured watches today. Like Uptown Funk, go and give it to you. The new RM07-01 automatic coloured ceramic watches from Richard Mille are really, really cool. They're like really aesthetic, and that's really the main thing to say about them. I love the colours. I feel like they're released at sort of the wrong time, end of summer, for a very summery colour palette watch, but meh, who cares?
It would have been a good release around the Barbie.
Oh, yeah, if they got people to wear these in Barbie, that would have been sick. Yeah, these are very Barbie-esque watches. They're inspired by Memphis, which was a school of 80s Italian design founded by Ettore Sotas. So this watch comes in powder blue, blush pink, and lavender pink. The high performance ceramic cases are made from TZP. In terms of measurements, they're 31.4 by 45.23 millimeters. They've got grade 5 titanium bridges, grey PVD treated skeleton, 50-hour power reserve. I don't think we need to really say much else. You've seen what they look like. They're really cool, funky pieces from Richard Mille. And I think the main reason we don't need to say much else is, Terry, what's the price?
It's over 100 grand, that's for sure.
It's $205,000. So I don't think we're going to be seeing one of these anytime soon. Let's move on. Ooh, it's an Audemar Piguet release. We love it. And guess what, Terry? What's weird about this AP release? Anything strikes you as weird?
The dress watches.
It's not a Royal Oak or Royal Oak related. AP makes watches that aren't the Royal Oak. I'm astonished. Genuinely astonished. Because they also make the code 11.59 or the 1159. Now, in 38mm, which is shedding 3 to 4 millimeters off the original code 1159. So the code 1159 has been stuck at 41 or 42 millimeters since its inception, but these new 38mm in pink gold actually look quite attractive. if you like bright purple watches. I guess if you're the Joker, these are the watches for you. Honestly, it's nice to just see AP expanding their collection for non-Royal Oak designs, because did you know the Royal Oak company makes Audemars Piguets as well? Like, it's mental. It's like when Tudor releases a non-Black Bay model and everyone's like, wow, or a non-dive model. They feature a different movement than the other one. It's powered by the smaller caliber 5900, which was originally launched in 2022. It's lost a bit of power reserve, only now down to 60 hours, so you can cry about that with your very, very expensive watch. And it's only got 30 meters of water resistance. It's got case thickness of 9.6 millimeters, and it's just nice to have sort of unisex options within the Code 1159 range. I like this release. I really like the ivory one, actually. I think the ivory one on a black leather strap would be beautiful. I don't like the ivory strap, but I think that's pretty. The price is $33,200. At the end of the day, it's an Audemars Piguet. It's not really a release for everyone, but it's a beautiful watch. It's really nice to see AP making more than a Royal Oak. That's my main thoughts. I think the purple's gonna be polarizing. It's nice for a bold design, but that ivory I think is beautiful. I think that is a beautiful watch. One more release to talk about before we talk about my favorite one of the week. It's the first post Swatch pan, Diver 50 Moonswatch. Obviously, does anyone care about like the Moonswatch's new releases anymore? Every single full moon, they release a new version of the Moonshine Gold, where it's a Moonswatch with a gold seconds hand. Did you know that, Terry?
I did know that.
And does anyone really care about them anymore? I think the hype for these weird little ones has died down now. But let's talk about it. Last month, we saw the Moonshine Neptune, a blue iteration of the Moonswatch, and it had a gold-plated chronograph seconds hand, and it was the first one where the mission to the moon wasn't the base model, it was the Neptune instead. And now they've just gone back to normal with the mission to the moon being the base. So it's just another mission to the moon with a gold-plated seconds hand. Wow. Wow, Swatch Group. You're really pushing the boat out here. They've done so many different ways of decorating that seconds hand now. I think they've exhausted it. This one, it's for the Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon. Wow. So this one has a barley pattern. Because it's harvest. Wow. Honestly, the only interesting thing about this watch is its limited release. The limited thing about it is it's only made during the full moon. So they're limited on how many they can make, and they come with a certificate. But oh my god, the fatigue I feel at seeing another release of the Moonswatch is unbelievable. I've actually seen some Swatch pans. That's what I'm going to call them now. Swatch pans in the wild. Some of the Diver 50s. They are really cool. And you know, I moaned about the bioceramic buckle exploding on impact. They're actually quite solid. They don't feel like they're going to break. So I take back what I said about the buckle. I haven't heard anything about them breaking. And the Antarctic model, the white one, is beautiful. I mean, that's how little I care about this new Moonswatch. Like, I'm talking about a completely different watch. Oh, okay. Let's talk about my favourite release of the week from my favourite little micro brand, Mr Jones. So, last up, we have a beautiful little watch from Mr Jones called the Short Fuse. This is the cheapest of all of the ones we're looking at today. It is £195. This watch from Mr Jones is a 37mm case diameter, 46mm lug-to-lug quartz, and it's beautiful. £195. Mwah. Honestly, I think that dial looks absolutely lovely. 50 meters water resistance, and just honestly the art on the dial is lovely. Now we need to find out how to tell the time on it, because that's always a fun adventure with Mr Jones. So the position of the large flame shows you the hour. The position of the smaller flame shows you the minute. Okay, that makes sense. That's perfect sense. Normal watch hands, just with cool design. This watch was designed by Adriana Dinku. Her explanation for her inspiration was, she created a series of comics called Hysterical Bitches, seeking to explore female rage. One of the first sequences she drew was a match being struck that I named Short Fuse. The comic was placed in the beginning to set the tone for the rest of the project. With the match struck, the anger was released, and I was free to go crazy in my work. I think the term short fuse in and of itself has a time component. You hear short fuse, you can't help but think just how long until it explodes. For me, it also reflects on the practice of people counting to 10 when they get angry in order to calm down. I'd like to think with this watch you would actually count up to a moment of crazy cathartic anger, the kind that instantly makes you feel vindicated and weightless. It's limited to 200 pieces, and when you purchase that you will get a random number, and they're sold out. So you can't get one anyway. So, fun release there. They will never be making them again, probably. As with, well, actually they might do. Sometimes Mr Jones do in those popular ones. Cool release though, very, very pretty. I love the messaging behind it, how it's all about anger management and the little devil sitting on a matchbox, ready to light you. Cool watch releases. Well done, Terry, for putting together this list. What was your favourite one, guys? Did you like the most boring Omega with the barley pattern? The Moonswatch? Did you like the Audemar Piguet and it's purple? Did you love the devil sitting on a matchbox? Did you love the weird neo-vintage Zodiac? That's really cool. Or did you love the Barbenheimer, the Barbie Richard Mille? Oh, I love the colour palette of that one. I thought we had some really cool releases today. It was really nice to talk about them. Let me know which was your favourite in the description, in the comments. Shout out to Hidinki for providing us with good articles that I could read from. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ding that bell icon. Ding, ding, ding. It means you get notified when we release a new video. Yeah, if I can talk. And why wouldn't you want to know? Because we're sick, aren't we, Terry? Watch yourselves.